Good evening, everybody. Thank you for joining us today and welcome to the 42nd session of Majlis Khonji. Tonight, we will take you through another interesting topic about hydroponic fodder, explaining the technology and the revolution step made on this field. Please allow me to introduce our guest for this session, Mr. Ashwin Sawant, the founder of
Thank you.
Scientific Hydroponics. Mr. Sawant is a qualified mechanical engineer from Mumbai, India. He started his career working as a sales engineer. However, his passion drove him to work in the area of the hydroponics, where he has been involved in the same for more than 10 years. He applied his scientific study and research in the area of hydroponic fodder, where he was able to achieve 100% rate of success in the implementation. The technology ensures results at low cost and a return on investment in less than a year. Welcome, Mr. Sawant, to Majlis Khonji, and we look forward for more information about this technology. And I would like also to welcome Mr. Haji Adam in moderating this session with us. Welcome, Mr. Haji, and over to you and our guest. Thank you all very much.
Thank you very much, Riham. First of all, on behalf of Majlis Khonji, I'd like to thank all those present. And it's an honor selecting me tonight to moderate this very important subject, actually. So, to all of you, Assalamu alaikum, good evening, namaste, and sasriya gal. Thank you, Majlis Khonji, for having me as your moderator tonight. And on behalf of Majlis Khonji, I would like to thank all those present tonight. Hydroponic fodder is a way of growing fodder from seeds without soil and with little water. It can be produced around the year in cold, warm, and dry seasons in different regions. World is running out of water resources, and farmers in countries such as in the Middle East, and particularly in our region, finding it difficult to cope with the local demands because of the shortage of rain, scarcity of water resources, and grazing lands. The hydroponic technology in many countries is helping all level of farmers to produce sufficient green fodder to meet the local market demand. It has also improved the quality of meat as a result of cattle being fed high quality diet. In Oman, we have plenty of space, but very little water resources. The climate is also not friendly in some seasons of the year. The ground freshwater table is getting worse almost in all regions in Oman. It is so bad that we need a miracle to reverse it. About 15 years ago, a local newspaper published an aerial photograph of Batna coastline farms. And somebody commented on this picture as Hiroshima of Oman. People got upset with it, but it was a fact. India has a wide spectrum of climate starting from -degrees to 50+ degrees in places such as Rajasthan, which has a similar climate to ours. If they are doing it successfully there, there is no reason why can't we do it in Oman. We have our speaker here tonight who will introduce us to fodder technology and how can Omani farmers, whether big or small, can benefit from this technology in an economical way and get self-sufficient. Maybe stop importing Somali cows and goats. I think I have said enough, and without any further ado, let us move to our speaker. Before that, I'd like to remind everybody that we keep our questions till the end of this presentation. Mr. Ashwin, the microphone is yours. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Thank you, Ms. Rehem. Thank you, Mr. Haji Adam, who had given me a very great platform to present on this Majlis Khonji, Halal Khonji, the group through which I'm going to present you this presentation. Okay. And already they had introduced me, so that's good. And do not need to introduce once again about myself. But we will directly start about this presentation, so it will not take time because we are going to focus on hydroponic fodder. Already you are having that idea. So I will share my screen and we will get started. With your permission, I will start the presentation. Okay, 1 minute. Okay. It was great here on this platform to introduce this topic. Most of the people, they may be knowing about this technology, about hydrophonic. Okay. So on the first slide, I had 1 minute. It is a hope for global farmers and entrepreneurs in future. Means in today's day, what is happening due to this global warming, we are going to cover all parts we are going to cover up on this points, but I will start with the presentation that what is this technology it is. Maybe people, they are knowing about this, but maybe they are new. So I will give in short, what is this technology? This technology is just a hydroponic technology. It is a technology of growing any green vegetables, fodder, fruits by water. No soil is used in this technology. So no need to worry about the fertile land, nothing. We are just going to use some amount of water with added nutrients in it to grow this vegetables fodder. But in today's session, we are going to focus on fodder, the animal fodder we are going to give to all animals. So simply we can define it. It is a science of growing plant in nutrients rich solution instead of soil. Hence we can grow fodder, vegetables, fruits, microgreens by this method alone. So we do not require any platform, no fertile land, no fertilizers used to be in water, then you have to add it in the soil, no climate issues, nothing. Okay, we can control all parameters in this technology. Okay, so what is actually hydroponic fodder? Now, Adam has introduced me that I'm working on this technology since the last 10 years. First, I will tell you something about that. 10 years back, I was working in Dubai only. Okay, so there I was introduced about this technology of growing this fodder. So I came in India and I started working on this field. So actually what it is, hydroponic fodder is cultivation of nutritious green fodder, grass, in which medium with added nutrients. In water medium, we do not have any coco pit, we do not use any soil, sand, nothing. On just base of water, we are going to grow this green fodder. Which type of seeds are used in this system? Seeds like barley, oats, maize, wheat, java, millets are sprouted in high quality green fodder. And I will tell you something about this technology that from 1 kg seed, we are going to get approximately 7 to 9 kg fresh green fodder in only 7 to 9 days. So this is a technology of growing this green fodder, because when we grow this fodder by conventional method, it may take 30, 40, 50, 70 days, 100 days. But by this technology, we are going to get this weight within 7 to 8 days, approximately every day. 1 kg weight is going to increase. So this is the technology. Okay. This is also basically Australian-based technology, but it is not introduced to this world because they are hiding this technology. They're making good money by selling those units. So due to that, the needful people, they are not exposed to this technology. They're selling this concept in a very high rate. They're selling that containers, fodder containers in a very high cost. Okay. And what we are doing, we are giving this knowledge to all people by any platform, by training platform or by consultation platform, so you can make your own fodder system. So coming on this point, what is this fodder? This is a juicy green fodder produced by sprouts. So this is, I use this word sprout fodder also. So instead of using this hydroponic word, we can use sprout fodder. So when we use this word sprout, you will come to know the importance of the sprout, because many of them may be using the sprouts in their daily lives. So you are coming about this, the method of sprouting the seeds. So we sprout maize, wheat, barley in this technology. And we sprout it, it is rich in amino acids, fatty acids, fiber, vitamins, minerals, and lacks of beneficial bacteria. Okay, so this fodder is rich in beneficial enzymes, bacteria, and this is 100% living food. One thing we have to keep in mind that we have to deliver good quality food to your animals. Animals like dairy animals, sheep, goats, turkey, everybody we can feed them. Okay. Why farmers are happy and adapting to this technology? Because it is using only 10 to 15% water required in conventional method. I'm telling about this vegetables. And I had written the percentage, how much land is required. Further, I'm going to explain you on single slides about the land and the water, how much we are going to share in that. Okay, how much fertilizer we are using, this technology is also mentioned out here. I will try to share the slides also if it is possible, okay, after completing this session. Okay. So what is hydroponics and what is hydroponic fodder? I will play one video on this. Okay. This is basically a fodder. You can see no soil is used in this for growing this green fodder. From 1.5 kg seed, we approximately get 10 kg green fodder within 8 days. So this is a production we have produced in 8 days only. In 8 days, from 1 kg seed, we are getting 7 kg seed. So the video which you are watching, that is only from 1.5 kg seed, we are getting this green fodder. One of the video I will show you how cattle are eating this green fodder. Now this technology is basically more people are practicing in Israel, in China, Japan, in African countries also, and basically it is how going to practice because consulting and people in extreme conditions who are living in extreme conditions like Canada also and in US also. Okay, they are using this technology to grow their green fodder and they're feeding this green fodder to their cattle and goats too. Okay, you can see this. They are eating this green fodder. Now I will show you something interesting in this. What is the difference between the conventional maize fodder and hydroponic maize or barley fodder which is grown? When I say conventional maize fodder, we grow that green fodder by the way we are going the olden days. You can see in the photo on the lower side. Okay, people grow maize fodder by conventional method. Definitely we require seed from by that method only. But by hydroponic method, you can see hydroponic fodder consists of 4 parts. That means when we give this whole fodder to your animals, we give them roots also, seeds also, stem and leaf. But when we talk about conventional maize fodder, you can see fodder consists of only 2 parts, stem and leaf. When we grow this green fodder by conventional method in our land, what we do, we cut the green fodder from the upper side and roots and seeds get remain soil only. We cannot remove that. So what is interesting in this system is that we are also going to give them roots and seed with too. So due to that, this fodder becomes very heavy. The weight of this fodder is very on the higher side rather than local fodder because it consists of 4 parts. And the normal fodder, which we go, it consists of only 2 parts, the stem and the leaf. And you may be knowing that roots plays very important role in Ayurveda also. All medicinal herbs, and they use roots because root contains all vitamins, natural vitamins, enzymes, everything. And people who are practicing of giving seeds to their cattle, goats, they may be also knowing that instead of giving the seeds directly, if we sprout that seeds by this method, we are going to get roots also, stem also, and leaf also, extra 3 parts. So in this, it consists of 4 parts, root, seed, stem, leaf, and in conventional only 2 parts. This is a major difference between hydroponic maize fodder and conventional maize. Just to show you what is the difference between how it looks and what it consists of. Okay. This is the main point in which in your country, people are going to see it very seriously because people who don't have water, they are focusing on this technology. Now, let me tell you, it's very interesting. In hydroponic method, only 1 or 1.5 liter water is required to grow 1 kg green fodder. So approximately you can consider only 1 liter water is used to grow 1 kg green fodder. Approximately, it saves 0.37, means it is not 0.5% also. The method which we use to grow green fodder by conventional method, it requires at least 200 to 400 liter water to grow 1 kg green fodder. Why we are basically we are wasting this water? Because due to evaporation, and second thing, due to the soaking, the sand or soil, they soak the water. So ultimately, they are just going to get hardly 2 to 3% of that. The rest of the water is wasted. So we waste, actually, we don't say that it takes 2 to 400 liter to grow green fodder, but we waste 200 to 400 liter of water to grow 1 kg green fodder. Actually, only 2 to 3% is used by that green fodder. Okay. So if you compare both of them, you will come to know that we are just going to use only 0.37% water. It is not half percent also if you go consume compared to conventional methods. So this is a major difference. I want to show you that why this technology is going to work in your areas, not only in your areas, in all areas where there is a water issue. In India also, Mr. Haji Adam told me, in Rajasthan also, in Maharashtra also, there are a number of space that they purchase the water. They buy water to grow green fodder to give their cattle and goats. There is a very scarcity of water due to the uneven rainfall. So in India also and everywhere on this planet, people are facing this water issue. So we have to be very much focused on this water, how much water we are going to use. This is very water saving project. We use only less than 0.5% of water in this method. Okay, if we talk in other term, almost 267 times more water is consumed than hydroponic method. So you can talk in times also, and you can talk in percent also. Okay. Next point I want to show you is that the bulk output in minimum land. Okay. In this technology, hydroponic method, by controlling parameters, if you consider the example of 500 kg for example, if somebody is planning for 500, every day their requirement is 500 kg green fodder. Somebody is having 100 goats or 150 goats, they will require approximately 500 kg green fodder daily. And to that project, 150 goat project, they will require at least 4 to 5 acres of land if they to grow this green fodder by conventional method. I had mentioned here. And to grow this hydroponic fodder by hydroponic method, maize fodder, you will require only 500 square feet area, only 500 square feet area. Okay, so 500 kg you will require only square feet area, and per month going to produce, if you are setting up a 500 kg unit, every day 100 kg per month, you are going to get 15 ton green fodder from that unit. On 365 days, if you calculate for 365 days, it is going to produce 180 ton. So 180 ton green fodder you are going to get just from 500 square feet area. This is the main specialty of this unit. Okay, how we go this? Because we control the parameters. There are 10 parameters because we are working on this. You have to control that 10 parameters. After controlling that 10 parameters, you can grow this green fodder. And somebody maybe have some question that how such growth, how the fast growth it is, because basically when we grow anything on land, we use some fertilizers, we give water to the land. That what happened, that land absorb that fertilizer and water, then it converts from organic to inorganic method, and then it will go give to the plant. So it's a huge process. In this, as we are not using soil or anything, any medium, we are directly injecting that nutrients, the food to plant by water medium. So due to that, the growth rate is faster, at least 5 to 10 times. The growth rate is very faster than the conventional method. Due to that reason, we are getting almost from 1 kg, every day 1 kg weight is going to increase. Okay. And if you compare that conventional maize fodder, so I told you that if you grow 180 ton green fodder per year by this technology, and if we plan to grow that 180 ton by conventional method, it will take approximately 4 to 5 acres of land. Because we had calculated different types of crops. If you plan to grow it by conventional method, it will hardly grow 20 to 30 ton in a season. So if we talk in 1 acre, and explain in square meter also, I will give that data also. That if you plan to grow that in 1 acre, you will hardly get 20 to 30 ton per season. So yearly, you're just going to get 40 ton, not more than that. So only 40 ton from 1 acre. And if you calculate to go for 180, you require 4 to 5 acres. So in this case also, if somebody is not having that land, let me tell you one thing. In India, we had installed units on terrace. On terrace, if they are having terrace, we are growing that green fodder on terrace. I uploaded some few videos on my YouTube channel also. Few people, they are growing that fodder on terrace, and they are having cattle on the lower basement, and they are feeding that goats and sheep and cattle by that green fodder. So this is one of the liberty that you can grow this green fodder. No need to buy for, no need to go for fertile land, nothing. Just you should have any type of land. No need to have a good quality. You can use any land, any type of land is used, because we do not worry about that. We are just interested to use some water, and nutrients added in that water is enough to grow this green fodder. Okay, so I'd compared this between hydroponic method and conventional method on basis of production. Okay, harvesting time. This is very much interesting. Is that in hydroponic method, which I told you initially, fodder is ready to feed animals from seed to feed in just 9 to 10 days. From 1 kg seed, you are going to get 6 to 7 or 8 kg green fodder in just 9 to 10 days. And if you plan to grow by conventional method, it may take from 25 days to 90 days or 100 days also, because you have to wait for that. If you plant that seed in soil, you have to wait for 3 months. Before that, you cannot cut it, because we are waiting for the seed. So this is the waiting period, but in this method, you do not have to wait. So what we do in this technology, if you are going to get this green fodder every 8 to 9 days, we make a multiple cycles in a single unit. So every day you are going to get that 100 kg green fodder. If you're planning for 100 kg, every day you're going to get 100 kg from 100 square feet area. It's a thumb rule. You can take out it's in thumb rule. If you want to grow 100 kg every day, you will require only 100 square feet area. That's it. So if you're planning for 1 ton, you will require only 1000 square feet area. That's it. Next point, how it saves the management and labor cost. Okay, hydroponic fodder, to operate 500 kg fodder unit, it required only 2 to 3 hours of a single person, because in this method, your labor do not have to go to any onto the field to cut it, to bring it in by using some vehicle. You can grow that green fodder at the same location. If you're having that goat farm, beside that goat farm, you can install this unit, you can control the parameters, and you can grow this green fodder at the same location. No need to go for any area. So due to this, what happened? You will not require number of employees. You can cut out your employees also. You can save the management and labor cost also. Okay, because management labor cost is also big cost to operate such units. Okay, so you can also save on that. Okay, what is the principle of system when seeds are sprout? Okay, I'm just giving some simple details about that. What is this technology used, and why it is so nutritious, why it is going to beat the cattle feed also? Because in this is a sprout fodder. Basically, this is a sprout fodder. So you may be knowing that sprouts are living food. They contains enzymes. It is rich in palatability. And due to these enzymes, if we give this hydroponic fodder to any animals like cattle, goats, as it is full of enzymes, it will help their digestion also. So digestion plays a very important role in animal sectors. If you're going to give them any feed which is not going to digest, then definitely they may face acidosis. Few people, they may be, because I came to know that many people, they are right now in this field who are working on this industry currently. So they may be knowing what challenges they're facing. If they face any health issues, it is very difficult to work in the system. So it's very important we have to give them a food which is highly palatable and digestible. Okay. The main concentrate of this fodder, I will tell you, it's simple, because when you give to feed to your goats or sheep or cattle, you have to calculate what it actually. So it consists of protein, fat, carbohydrate. This is nothing a rocket science. Just we have to control some parameters, and by controlling that parameter, the same fodder which is grown by conventional method, we are going to grow that green fodder in a small container. Okay, so that is the main technique. And same thing, the digestibility, what you are going to get by conventional fodder, it is more the same, but one thing is action. In this case, the root part and the seed part is extra. Due to that, there will be no deficiency of minerals also if you give, because what I found that in this industry today's date, people are facing a huge issue of the cost. The feed of the cost is increasing day by day. The green fodder is costing on the higher side. The dry fodder is costing on the higher side. So how to overcome this cost? Because anybody who want to get in this field, cost is the major part. Okay, they are doing investment on this. So how to overcome the routine costs? The routine costs you can reduce by using this technology. Okay. What is the digestion mechanism? I will explain you in short. This hydroponic fodder and almost the green fodder which is grown by conventional method, they are 90 to 95% digestible. Okay, so digestibility plays very important. What do you mean by digestibility? How much they are going to absorb. Absorption plays very important role, and absorption increase if metabolism rate is increased. And how it is increased? By just giving them living food. Animals want living food. All ruminant animals like goats, sheep, rabbits, turkey, and not turkeys, sorry, but the cattle, they are ruminant animals. Horses and rabbits, they are monogastric. Okay, but they also eat this green fodder. So the digestibility is 90 to 95%. And the whole seeds, there are fashion, they give them seeds also, crushed seeds also. And many people, if they are purchasing any cattle feed, it's very important which type of feed, either it is good or not, because in the fraud companies right now present in whole on this planet, they are just to make huge amount of money, huge margin. They are selling cheap quality supplements. Okay, it consists only maize and soybean. So it's very important that if we grow a nutritious green fodder in front of us, there is no we will, that's one confirm that it is 100% safe. No adulteration will take place, because we don't know what type of adulteration they are doing in that feed we are growing in front of us. So one thing is we will be happy that what you grow, you will come to know that your animals are eating good quality fodder. Okay, dry fodder also, this dry fodder is 10 to 60% digestible. If to increase the digestibility, the enzymes should be on the higher side. And this sprout fodder, it consists natural enzymes. So this is a major point I just want to make you again and again, that we are giving them the living food. You should always give them living food. If you give them just living food, they will be happy. I'll show you one of my farm video. This is my farm. I will share you that my farm video also. These are my goats. These are my goats, and they're eating. I'm sorry, I didn't use that also. That last 10 years, I'm running goat farm also. In India, I am running my goat farm. I always have 100 to 150 goats in my plant. My project is in Pune, in Maharashtra. So from last 10 years, I'm just feeding my goats only on hydroponic fodder. At most, I give some dry fodder also if it is easily available. But the main nutrition part, the protein, the fat, everything they get from this maize fodder or barley fodder. We do number of experiments. We sometimes give sunflower seeds also to increase fat content, protein content. Okay, we will come on the cost also, how much it is going to cost. I will also give some idea on that. But these are my goats. This is Rajasthani goats. You can see I have different types of breeds from India. We have Punjabi breeds, beetle. At least have 7 to 8 breeds with me. I don't worry about, and let me tell you one thing, I have 1 hectare of land, but I only use 500 square feet area. Even if I am having so much land, I do not use it. I just use that land to grow seeds. My whole feed management is only on hydroponic system. You can feed them, that's it. New hope for farmer. Why I'm saying you this is a new hope for farmer? Because in last few years, people are taking a lot of interest in growing green fodder by hydroponic method, because they now understood that you cannot feed your animals by seeds or something like that. Because you may be also knowing about that 50 years, 100 years back, our ancestors, they are not feeding them seeds or poultry feed or any something, because they are grass feeder. We have to simply feed them grass. But because it is not available, we are switching on different options. But once if you have that confidence that yes, you can grow this green fodder at your own level, definitely you can start the same trend again. Because if your animals are happy, if they are getting good food for eat, definitely you will get good results. If you talk in terms of cattle also, and in terms of meat purpose also, because you will get a good weight gain also, And in dairy industry also, the fat content is also increased, because we are also working in cattle industries from last years on buffaloes and cows, how much you have to feed them, how to lower the cost, because feeding cost is on the higher side. So we are working on that, how we can reduce the cost of per day, and at the same time, how you will maintain that same consistency of getting that milk or the meat. Okay, this is a big challenge in front of you. You also have to keep your animals happy. You have to give them good quality food also, and you have to save money also. So we are working on this technology. This will give you good answers regarding that. Okay. So importance of hydroponic fodder, which I told you that in 2 to 3 acres you can grow 500 kg fodder, which are grown by hydroponic method. It will take 3 to 5 acres of land. And water, how much you're going to save. I had mentioned this already previously. I have to show you a few slides before that. About the costing. 1 minute. One of the slide I miss out. I had covered it. Okay, and yesterday I collected some data from your side, how much it is going to cost to feed your animals if you're planning to feed this by this technology. Because yesterday I talked with Mr. Haji Adam. He told me that this is the cost we are going to feed them. After working on that calculation, if you're going to work, if you're going to purchase that barley, which is you're going to purchase in your area, which cost you approximately, I'd given that, collected that data also. Let me give you that data. Yes, barley will cost you 15 kg bag. It will cost you 6 real. And the green grass, which is costing you for 4 kg, you're paying 1 real cost. Okay. And for 5 kg dry fodder, you're paying 500 besa. So on that basis, I had done the calculation that how much you're going to cost if you implement this project at your side. It is going to save you at least 50% on feed. If you implement this system, and also collected the whole data, how much power consumption will be there in your case, because the unit cost, everything there, because to run this system, you will require some air conditions, so few cooling systems. So calculating the seed cost and the operating cost which we are going to use to operate the system, how much it is going to cost you. So I had done calculation on that. If you're going to get 1 kg barley by this method, it will cost you approximately 150 paisa. Only 150 paisa. Right now, I got this information that for 5 kg, they are paying for, not for dry, but for green, they are paying 1 real for 4 kg. So it may cost you between 100 to 125. And 125 I'm taking on the higher side, because I had considered that approximately over labor who is working in your unit, you are maybe paying them 400 to 500 reals per month salary. So I had calculated that salary also on the higher side. I don't know it is higher or lower side, but I had considered that salary. So considering the labor cost, the operating cost, and the seed cost, I had come to that conclusion that 1 kg barley fodder, green fodder, it will cost you approximately, on the minimum side, it is only 100 paisa. Okay. So you will come to know that it is costing only 20%, 20 to 30% what you are paying right now for green fodder. And one more thing, we are not just going to work on that, how much it is going to cost you for on kg basis, because we work on nutrition basis. When we talk about, when we give 1 kg green fodder, it is also very important that we should understand that this 1 kg green fodder, it contains how much protein, 10% protein, 15% protein, how much it is fat, the carbohydrates. So we had done that all analysis work, and what we had come to know that a 2 kg green fodder, the local or any green fodder which we feed to animals, The 2 to 3 kg green fodder is equal to 1 kg hydroponic fodder on nutrition basis. This is very interesting. So on nutrition basis, this 1 kg green fodder is equal to 2 to 3 kg local green fodder, because we are talking in terms of nutrition, and we had done all the calculation that this contains 15% fat, sorry, 15% protein, 3% fat, carbohydrate 70%. So on that basis, we had done. Now in India, people are doing a lot of research on conventional green fodder. We had compared this with the best quality green fodder, which is grown by conventional method, and we come to know that this is almost 2 to 3 times more nutritious than green fodder, which is grown by conventional method. From this also you can make out that the cost is also a big other factor, but at the same time, the nutrition is also important. We have to consider the nutrition value also. We talk in terms of nutrient density, how much nutrient is present in 1 kg. You cannot say that 1 kg green fodder is equal to 1 kg dry fodder, definitely, because 1 kg dry fodder, it contains only fiber, and this 1 kg green fodder, it contains protein, fat, fiber, minerals, vitamins. It is rich with all minerals. So for example, when we say that if you talk in terms of small, if you're feeding your goats, for example, we consider a goat. If you're feeding your goats and the goat size is 20 to 30 kg, so it is enough. You can give only 2 to 3 kg on their body weight. If it is a male goat, if you're planning for a big goat, for example, 30, 50 kg goat, because in my farm, we raise a body weight of at least 70 to 80 kg, 90 kg, the weight of the goat. In my farm, we feed this green fodder and dry fodder. Except this, we do not give any other nutrients, nothing. On the basis of hydroponic and dry fodder, the weight of my goats will be within 1.5 years, it will be approximately 70 to 80 kg. Okay, and those who are working on dairy industry also, let me give you some, I will give you them idea also about dairy industry. The moment people switch on this technology, few people they had switched on this technology 50%, few people they had switched on almost 90% of this technology. But in cattle industry, you cannot shift, you cannot depend 100% on this, because you know that cattle require huge quantity of fodder. You have to give them dry fodder also, green fodder also. You have to do proper management, what type of food we are giving, how much they are going to digest it, the nutrition value. On all bases, we had done the calculation that if somebody is giving this hydroponic fodder to your cattle, they are going to save at least 20 to 30% on daily cost, feed cost. So this is a major cost. If somebody is saving 20 to 30%, you can just calculate. If somebody is having 100 cattle, they can multiply it and they can come to know how much they are going to save. And saving is not main motto. You can save by this or that way. In this system, saving, we are not focusing only on saving, but we are focusing that you should give the correct food to the animals. This is the correct food. I'm not saying, I'm not doing a marketing of hydroponic. This is just a green fodder. That's it. Hydroponic is the method of growing green fodder. That's it. This is nothing special concept. We are not, few people, they are confused still today that they say, can we give this hydroponic fodder to a goats or animals? Can they eat it? Can they digest it? Yes, 100% they can digest, because this is nothing special. We are growing the same seeds fodder in this unit, but this is a compact method. That's it. Without soil, we are going to grow this green fodder by controlling the temperature. You may be knowing that the way how we can control temperature and humidity in polyhouse, same here also. You may be knowing about you can grow mushrooms in small containers. The same method we are using to grow this green fodder. Okay, and what we had benefited that in cattle feeds, 20 to 30% they are going to save, and in goats and sheep, more than that, because in goat farming and in sheep farming, we do not have to do big management. Only we have to feed them, few management. We have to focus on breed quality. That's it. You will get good. I had got some details about the how many breed, your local breed. You have to develop that local breed. Yesterday, Mr. Haji Adam, they had shared me that, but I did not go for whole article because it was very long article. But I had read that article. You have to focus on the such type of breeds also. Okay, so you can develop your own breed. giving this, and at the same time, this technology is only for rich people or who can go for big commercial projects, but a small person can also switch on this who don't have big land, who do not have a big huge source of water, or economy is also very big important thing. If that person is not having a fund also, they need money to go for such switch on this technology. Now in India, a person who is economically making an income, he can also switching on this technology. They can switch on this because few people, they just want to get an entrepreneur, they don't want to work, so they are switching on this, those who don't have land and water also, because almost half of 1% is used by conventional methods, so you can switch on this technology also. Okay. At last but not least, most important issue in today's date is that people from all streams, a lot of people are taking interest in this due to globalization. What we are facing after 20-30 years, the things will be totally different. In today's date, due to this global warming and globalization, we are facing huge issues. Not in India also, uneven rainfall, high temperature, low temperature. In your country also, in next 13, 15 or 20 years, the climate is going to change. So definitely we have to overcome these climatic conditions. Okay. So just to work on how to upgrade, if you want to sustain this goat farming, cattle farming in your local areas, we have to work on this technology very seriously. And the record which is showing on internet that till 2050, almost till 2050, almost 80% people are going to shift on hydroponic vegetables, and almost 60 to 70% people hydroponic fodder system to grow green fodder for their animals. Okay, so this is very important, why it is necessary to take this topic very seriously. This is at last, I'm going to show you that this is the training program we give in our areas from last 7-8 years. We are providing people training. Right now, due to this COVID issues, we are giving online training also, but otherwise we give physical training to people. We help people to set up their own small projects. If somebody is planning for 5 goats, 100 goats, we help them how to start your own project, how to lower down the cost of feed. We give them technology, help them, we give service them, and by this method they have started growing their projects. And now those who had started with 5 goats, 10 goats, now they're having 50 goats, 60 goats, so they are scaling up. Okay, and initially if somebody want to switch on this technology, they should go for small project, and afterward they can scale it. Okay, it will hardly take 15 to 20 days or 30 days to understand this technology. Once you get tuned to this technology, you can run this system. Okay. What we do installations, this hydroponic fodder system. We do turnkey calls, we do training, consultation, and we have own hydroponic store. We are also in fertilizers, which are required to grow this green fodder. We are also in vegetables too, but we are not on vegetables, because in today's day, in India also, a lot of people, they are raising these questions, because animals are selfish. They first ever, what they will do, they will think about themselves. When time comes to grow something green fodder, what they will do, they will grow green fodder.
I think we lost him.
Lost him, we'll just text him.
Hello.
Yes,
yeah,
we hear you now.
Yeah, sorry. So at last, just I want to show you that we are also working on vegetables, but in today's date, people are shifting on this commercial projects. People have started growing this green fodder to sell this green fodder. So this is a new trend which is growing in India right now. They are doing a big setups. They are making this green fodder in the units, and they are selling this green fodder. People, they don't have their own cattle, goats, but they are getting in this technology. Okay, so if you can work commercially also, and you can work for your cattle also, for goats also, this is a new hope who want to get in this industry, especially in animal husbandry industry. Okay, this is almost I had completed from my side. And now if anybody have any questions regarding this, you can have a questions with this. Okay. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to present in front of you. Now, anybody who have any questions regarding this, you can ask me.
Well, thank you very much, Mr.
1 minute.
Sawant.
1 minute. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you for the very robust presentation. Hydroponic, of course, is something very important, especially for our area now. Drought, shortage of water, and as Oman imports almost, I don't know, 3 or 4 million heads of animals from Africa every year, or maybe more. So definitely to become self-sufficient is something I think maybe we in Oman should target for. From your presentations, also we came to know that the quality of the meat that produced result of feeding healthy diet is better. The taste of milk is better, and the growing of animal is also faster. And you mentioned 70 or 80. Is this normal, in your part of the country for a goat for 70, 80 kilograms, or is it because of fed by fodder?
No. 70, 80 kg, we have to work on number of parameters. For example, it's important the breed which you are selecting. If it should be a good quality, pure breed. Now, in India, the special breeds, which I told you that 70, 80 kg, you will get basically in Rajasthan area, in Punjab area. There, the breed is special breed. You may get more than 150 kg also after 2 years, not in 1 year. So you can go for that weight also. So if you want good results in goats, the first point is that we have to select good breed, pure breed. Second, we have to give them good quality fodder. In that case, this ranks on the higher side, that you have to give them quality feed. Third thing is that you have to do proper management. Management is also very important. For example, we have to do deworming and proper health issues. Okay. And now the last thing is that we have to take of your animals. If they are unhealthy, if they are having some issues, you have to check it out in all cases. And then definitely, if you manage these 4 issues, you will get good results. Not everywhere in India, maybe sometimes the goat weight is not more than 30, 40 kg. So it depends upon the breed, which breed you select. Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Haji,
yeah.
with permission, I have something.
Yes, Mr. Hussain. Yes, Ashik.
Yeah. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Marhaba. Hello. Yes, please go ahead.
Yeah. My name is Ashik Hussain. I am now talking from Dubai. I have 2 respected sir in that. Ashwin sir is my sir. Last 5 years we are working together. I'm doing some hydroponic here also. And the one question, actually, one major point my sir is not mentioned. Fertilizing. When we start with hydroponic, the reproduction is also showing very, very good in good manner. Actually, my already done. The reproduction is also when we make the lot of, because of the latest studies showing that the new pellets feed will decrease the fertilizing issues. So that we can overcome with the hydroponic nutrients and all the stuff. Alhamdulillah, I'm working one hydroponic fodder system here in Dubai, in Khonji. Mr. Suwaid is my partner, and one of my partners is veterinarian Dr. Mr. Muhammad. Okay, we are doing in a perfect way, and I'm very happy to hear. And one more other sir is also there, Mr. Jayasuriya sir. And we are also doing some hydroponic classes. I have got 2 gurus here today. I'm very happy to see both of you. And Alhamdulillah, things are very fine. And Ashwin sir have very good experience on this. I'll tell you a small example, and he asking me which type of tray you're using. Okay, so I'm telling we are using by the mold, injection mold. So he's telling never use that. You use with the foam. So because the injection model tray got a small bend, he is noticing that even small things are in his practice. So I'm very proud of his teacher of
Thank
mine.
You, thank you, Mr.
Thank you very much.
Yes. I'm working with Mr. Hussain.
Anybody want any help from Dubai? please feel me free. Thank you very much.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you.
Well,
Sandeep.
thank you, Dubai. I think we have here also a number of Omani
Yes.
hydroponic lovers. I will ask them later on, but before that, let's see if any Omani farmers have any questions.
Yes,
Ahmed
please.
Abdul
I
Rasool.
need questions.
Ahmed
I
Abdul
need
Rasool,
questions. You please.
please
Yep, sir.
make your question short. Ahmed Abdul Rasool, make it short, please.
Inshallah, Sayyidi. First of all, thank you, dear Ashwin. This is
Thank
really
you,
an
sir.
impressive subject. I was really astonished by hearing all this. The new technologies should, and you have done, I think, a good job.
Yes.
My small question is, have you visited Oman and gave your experience here? Because I think so, Hajj, it is good that if Mr. Ashwin will be met by the concerned people in the Ministry of Agriculture, because we desperately, as Haji Adam said, importantly, we need this kind of experience in Oman. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. We had not visited till yet, but definitely, if I get that opportunity, we are going to work on this because this is a very serious issue that not it is a country issue, but this is a whole planet issue that we are going to face this problem now and after 2 or 5 years, 10 years, definitely we will be in a big trouble. So we have to switch on this technology. Otherwise, we'll be in very terrible, big problem. Yes, and definitely, I am very thankful that if I get an opportunity to work with anybody, any part of this country, because see, we are the children of this planet, and we have to be very much serious about this. It's my responsibility that if somebody is interested to work this technology, and as I know I'd work on this, definitely I will come there and I will help them, the farmers, not the well standard farmers, but the poor farmers also, because we have to make them understand. We are right now working in India also. A few farmers, they don't know how to read also. They don't know the languages also. There are n number of languages in India. So we are going there. We are working with government also. We are explaining. We are making some clusters because they are unorganized. So we have to make them organized. We have to manage them. If you manage them, definitely you will get good results from local farmers also.
Because
Yeah.
we have a family farm, and really feeding these animals are highly costed.
Yes.
And
Yes.
if we have this idea, I think
Yeah.
so 60% of the cost will be cut down. Thank you.
Okay,
Definitely.
please, if you anyone wants to ask a question, raise your hand in the participants bar so we can see it. Abu Rashid, I think you have a farm. Do you like to ask any questions? Abdul Wahab.
Yes, sir.
He's gone.
Yes.
Hello.
Okay.
Yeah,
Can you
yeah,
hear
I
me?
can hear you,
Yes,
sir.
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for the presentation. Very informative. One question I have: what the drawbacks are from using this technology? I mean, I am sure there are drawbacks in using the technology. Is it the setup? Is it the cost of the equipment? Is it the know-how? Is it maintenance? I would like to know a little bit of that.
I got your question, sir. Definitely, we have any system, you should have a negative points and drawbacks also. So what is drawback in the system is that if you do not understand this technology properly, and if you start working on this project, definitely because and many people, they are doing this practice by watching some videos on YouTube, and because we are uploading videos on YouTube since from last 10 years, and we have good subscriber on YouTube also. We are following, the followers are 67,000 more subscriber. What we had observed that if you follow technology in wrong way, definitely you may face a problem. And the seed is a big issue. What a big challenge in this technology is that the seed, if you do not get good quality seed, then you may be in big trouble. So if we manage each and every step perfectly, definitely it is not a big challenge. And of course, the cost is also a big issue. If you talk in terms of cost, definitely I will let you know that in today's date, if you're going to focus on Chinese, American brand who make these containers and they supply throughout this world, you will come to know the cost of the container is on the very higher side. Okay. The purchasing cost is on the very higher side. To install such, to invest such a big amount to purchase such unit, few people, it is not possible because it is very expensive. And what I am working, because I'm also doing installation, but what my thought is that if I keep on making these containers and I keep on selling these containers, I cannot make a big revolution in this system. I can just make money in this system. So instead of making money, definitely I'm going to make money. That is a different issue. But I want to open this technology. And due to this reason, we had started giving training to other peoples. And remotely, we are doing consultation and people started this working. I will just give an example. One of my friend yesterday also, I told Adamji that one of my client, he's from Bahrain. His name is Mr. Talal. He imported one of the unit from China. And they told that the 500 kg unit, they told them it is approximately $8,000 or $9,000. And after consulting him, he come to know that this system is not working according to the expectation. Okay. And just they are given that units, the unit cost is on the very higher side. And what we had realized that they claim that it is going to give you 500 kg every day, but it is going to give only 150 kg every day. So he was very nervous that on international client also, they are fooling people. So it's very important that we should be work with a serious people. Then only you will get good results in that case. Yeah.
Thank you. You finished, Abu Rashid?
Yeah, I'm finished. Thank you.
Okay. Mohammed Al-Razaqi, please. Mohammed Al-Razaqi.
Thank you, Haji Adam, for this opportunity, and thank you for Majlis Al-Khonji. Thank you for the speaker. It's a very interesting presentation. Very new technique, and it's a promising technique for water management. It's almost aeroponics, like you have only using 0.37% of water, which is of course it's a very good water management. I have two questions, small questions. The first question, because I see this technology, it's on could also help small farms, could also help big farms. But I think the labor cost is important, because maybe the fixed cost for the seed and for the setup it's reasonable, but I think the labor cost would play a major role, because if you compare this to the conventional system, maybe you need a few laborers to run the whole production. But with hydroponics, or maybe with this one, you need more labor. So the cost of laborers, it might be, so I don't know about this. It could be a question. This is one thing. The second thing, you mentioned about the digestibility, and you mentioned about the animals' health. I'm not into this area, but my question, because I think with the regulations from, especially with the hay, because you mentioned the hay and you mentioned the feed for animals, they also concerning about the dietary fibers. And I don't know about for the health of the animals, will the dietary fiber within the limit, and does it change with the nutrients that you add with the seeds to grow in few days? Will the dietary fiber be manageable? Will it give the right figure of dietary fiber? What I think it's around 6%. So is that the level in hydroponics, especially with animal feeds? So thank you, Mr. Haji, and thanks for the presentation.
Okay, thank you. I will answer your first question about the labor cost, which you told me that we are working on this technology, sir. And what we had observed that, which I had mentioned you, that if you're planning to grow 500 kg in just a 500 square feet area is required. A 180-ton green fodder is grown only in 500 square feet. So it is absolutely manageable. And to run 500 kg unit, it is all totally automated. Okay, the person only, he have to select the seed, he have to clean the seeds, and just he have to load that seeds on the tray. Once the tray is inside the unit, you do not have to get in that unit. So it's very easy. And what we had observed that only 3 to 4 hours is required for a per person to work on this 500 kg. If somebody is switching on 1000 kg per day unit, then definitely one full-time labor will be required. But if we compare this production, as I told you, in 500 kg, if somebody is going to go for 500 kg by 180 ton to grow, it will take 4 to 5 acres of land. And definitely to work on this 4 to 5 acres of land, definitely you will require at least 2 to 3 workers, because to cut that green fodder, you have to bring it by some vehicle, and again you have to fill the water also, flooding system, you have to add fertilizers also, drip irrigation. We had n number of challenges, like we have to do pest control also. In this system, the very good interesting thing is that we do not use any chemicals for controlling pest. We only use nutrients for which are very necessary to grow the fodder. So we do not use any pest control. You may be also having some practice in your country that people are using pest control for controlling pests, because it's open, so you cannot control it. So we have to use that pesticides also. So this is pesticides, fungicides. So labor cost, it is almost 1/3 of the labor cost. Okay, so this I had cleared the point. And the second thing is fiber. Yes, definitely hydroponic fodder, it is not rich in fiber. So due to balance that hydroponic fodder, we have to give dry fodder. That is very true. So if when we talk in terms of goats and sheep, the body requirement fiber is enough. If somebody is planning, for example, somebody is planning goat farming or sheep farming, they do not have to work, they do not have to give any hay in that case. The fiber which is present in hydroponic fodder is enough to balance their body. But if somebody is working on cattle, definitely the body requirement are on the higher side. They have to give them according to 30-40 kg. The ratio is different, green fodder, dry fodder. So in that case, fiber is very important factor. So we have to balance that fiber by giving some hay. So sometimes in this case, we have to manage 60-70% hydroponic fodder and 20-30% hay to balance that fiber, because you cannot overcome the cattle industry by just giving them hydroponic fodder. But yes, definitely we can manage the nutrition value, because in today's date, people are spending a lot of money to purchase this cattle feed. And what we had observed that almost 20-30% money is saved in this cattle feed. And one more thing I have to add in this, cattle feeds are not that much digestible, the green fodder. Mr. Adamji has also told that if you're going to, I will give you one example also. One of my client, he is in Europe, in Spain. He having at least 250 cattle out there. He told me that if the animals are raised by feeding cattle feed, the cost of the meat they are getting only 2 pounds. But if the animals are fed with grass feed, the market is paying them 5 pounds for a 1 kg meat. This is a huge difference. So what says that if you're going to switch on this organic method, the meat, the quality of the milk is also going to change. The quality of the meat is also going to change. Okay, so this is a plus point. So definitely fiber is not a big issue. Nutrition is main issue. We can balance the fiber by giving them hay also. Yeah. Thank you. Next question.
Thank you so much. If you allow me, Mr. Haji, to just to
yes, go ahead. Yes.
Thank you very much, Sawant, for your answers. Really fantastic, and it's a promising, as I said earlier.
Yeah.
Now this is
if you want, I can share you, because Mr. Adamji is in connect with me. I can share you n number of research, detailed work is done in India and outside countries. People had done PhD reports, and let me tell you one thing to my contestant, that this is not a new technology. You may be not knowing about this. Growing vegetables in water, this is 500 years old technology.
That's
and
true.
growing fodder, hydroponic fodder, this technology was first started in Australia in 1930. So this is almost 90 years old technology. We are not knowing that. In 2010, when I started, not a single person was doing practice in India. So Indians also not knowing about this technology. When I started, then people started coming to know, yeah, this is new technology, but this is not new technology. This is a hidden technology. Basically, this technology is done in China and America. Yeah.
No, that you're right. Absolutely right. Exactly what you said is reality, and I know that especially now in the Middle East, many countries they have started with hydroponic, and some they moved into aeroponics. So they use even a negligible amount. They use just a vapor for irrigation and for planting, especially for leafy vegetables. I mean, I know in Qatar, for example, they use this, and in France, in La Roche, they use this for seaweeds, to grow seaweeds. I mean, and to develop certain techniques.
I will interrupt you. I will give one example also. 3 years back, one of the clients, he came from Kuwait to meet me. One of the partner is from Delhi, from India. So one of the client from Delhi and that person, they came to meet me. And what questions they were having, that somebody had installed this unit in their country, in Kuwait. And you will be shocked, somebody is feeding this hydroponic fodder for 80,000 sheep.
That's true.
Somebody is running this unit and they are not sharing this technology. So he came India to know this technology, that I want to understand, because nobody is going to share this technology. They tried this work on at their home by watching few videos on YouTube. Never get all consultant also. So in that case also we are consulting such people. So people hide this technology. This is the main issue.
Yeah, now Mr. Sawant, as I said, the extension to my previous question is, now this is in a case of animal, let's say, farm. But if you are a feed producer, like a feed business, so you are making feed for the market. So what could be the best profitable margin in a farm, and what size of farm, let's say, in terms of marginal physical production, that makes you like a feed producer for a business, for a market? So is there any margin from your experience for profit?
100%. You will be shocked to know that right now I'm India. I'm working on more than 50% projects I'm working. They are going to sell this green fodder. They don't have their own units in India. They are doing this installations of big projects to sell this green fodder. And what margin they are selling, it depends upon the market. Now in India, we have rupees currency, but in terms, I will tell you in terms of percentage, they are almost selling that green fodder in 100% margin. Then also it is affordable to that person to whom he is going to sell. For example, in India, we produce that green fodder in only 3 rupees and they're selling at 6 rupees. So 100% margin he's having. Margin is very small, but it is on a volume base. They are selling 1 ton, 5 ton, 6 ton. In Maharashtra, within next 15-20 days, we are going to install 4-ton unit. They don't have a single goat. They don't have single cattle. They're just going to produce it and they are going to sell it. And what is the big challenge? Right now, the big challenge, Mr. Hussain is also knowing that. The big challenge is that we are not getting that seed. Seed is a big challenge right now. Otherwise, we don't have any technical challenge. And Mr. Hussain and me, I am working on a seed bank that we have to stock it on a big capacity so we can make it available to seed. If you are having seed, you don't have to worry anything. You can produce this green fodder at any day. No fluctuation. You can stock it now. Right now, I'm having 20 tons maize with me, so I don't have to worry. In same thing, if you stock that seeds, if you take proper care of stocking that seed, that is the only raw material you have to spend on it. You have to import only seed. Otherwise, you don't have to import any cattle feed, nothing. By just importing seed, you can start that project. And it's very promising. We are working on such commercial projects last from 4 years. We are the only one who had started this project on this. Now, we had uploaded one video on YouTube also on my channel on Ashwin Sawant, but that video is in English, that video is in Hindi language. And on that video also, we had uploaded one of my client. They are selling that green fodder to the surrounding people who are having some goats and cattle. So this is also a good project. You can say.
Thank you very much.
Mr. Razak, it's time to start your own farm.
Oh yeah, I think
Actually,
okay.
Seed problem I can solve. Seed problem I can solve. I can find one import process for Oman, Dubai. We can get very good seed from Brazil or Argentina. I have the source. If they're interested, I can connect them. Because I'm a logistics manager. I have some good supplies.
I'm very happy to know that Mr. Hussain has joined us, but Mr. Hussain and me, and we are working on this project since from last 2 to 3 years, how to manage a seed bank, because right now it is only the big challenge.
Let's ask someone from Oman, an Indian. Jaya Surya, would you like to say something, please?
Yeah, my sir. Please, sir.
Islam alaikum. My name is Vijay, and I'm practicing hydroponics from last 10 years, and
good.
I'm doing training for all these guys. I have a lot of students all over the world, and I'm doing vegetable normally.
Oh,
thank you for your presentation, Ashwin. You already covered. Ashik is also my student, and you already covered the question about the issue regarding the seed. And most of I'm from Kerala, and most of the fodder farmers in Kerala stopped because of the seed issue. And it's a good technology, and most of the Omani guys also, I see a lot of guys are practicing hydroponics in Oman. And the major challenge will be in Oman will be getting the seed. If we sort out the seed issue, it will be a challenging market, and it can furnish Oman in very well way in the fodder technology.
Yes, that's good.
That's the thing.
Yes,
and
that's correct.
The next question to you is, when you are giving the technology to our farmers here, are you giving the nutrients, the mixing ratio and all the things, or you will provide all the consumables?
No, definitely we work on all. I don't hide anything with me. Mr. Hussain knows. I don't hide anything with me. I had given all formulas, but I need some time to give it. Because Mr. Hussain has taken 2 days total workshop with me. So he knows all formula, all techniques, all different parameters, how to control it. And not only we just give 2-day workshop, but we also further service. Service is the main issue. People don't give the service.
Yeah, the question why I asked,
after product, you start facing problems. So we have to focus on that problems, because that is a big challenge.
Okay, that means that is a good idea. Otherwise, no, most of the guys will depend upon again and again to the principle to get the nutrients. And
No. We give this. Yes, you have to work it because.
I'm here, sir. To assist you. Okay. Both of the sides.
Thank you. Okay, right.
Okay.
That's all. Thank you, Haji.
Yeah, let's move to, is Sadiq here? I think he owns the farm. Sadiq? Muhammad Sadiq?
Assalamu alaikum. First of all, Haji, thank you very much for inviting us for this presentation. And Mr. Khonji, Majlis also. My only question is about the mold which generates, and the bad bacteria which generates in the aquaponics. I mean, how are we going to address those issues?
Yes. See, now you raise the question about this mold. I can guide you 100% on this but we have a limitation of time. But there are 10 parameters to control to mold. First thing is that seed quality is very important. We have to purchase good quality seed. Second thing, you have to control temperature in proper range. Third point, you have to control proper humidity, because humidity is a big issue. If you're grazing any barley fodder or wheat fodder, then you have to maintain that exact range to grow this green fodder. So you have to maintain temperature, humidity, you have to maintain proper fertility, means you have to give proper fertilizers also in this. Second thing, you have to maintain proper hygienity. The water which you're going to use, pH is very important. We have to control TDS, we have to control pH also, because on only water base we are going to green fodder. Many people, they don't know the practice. For example, if you're having some issues in this, the first people, they don't know how much time you have to soak that seeds. For example, if you're soaking that seed, now can you give me any idea at how much time you are soaking that seed, barley seed? Hello.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe he's going.
So this is a challenge that they don't know how much time they have to soak that seeds. Due to that reason also, they are having a failure. So there are some calculations that this temperature we have to maintain. We have to soak that seeds for 6 hours or 7 hours or 12 hours, because due to incomplete knowledge, they are doing some random experiments, and due to some random experiments, they are getting poor results. So if you are having proper knowledge, definitely there are very less chance that you will face a failure in that case.
Yeah, let's say, for suppose, if I want to start with goats, and what sort of areas I need and how much investment I need to put.
So for example, if how much goats you are planning, that is also a big, I mean, main question that
100 Omani goats.
okay, for example,
They don't eat too much.
okay, so if you're planning for 100 Omani goats, I think the average weight is 15 to 20 kg, correct? Omani goats.
Around, I think some breeds I think go over maybe like say 30 to 35 kgs maybe.
Okay, 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 fine. It's upon the body weight. Let me tell you one thing about this, the feed management. We basically give them, if it is a male goat, we give 10% of their body weight. For example, a goat is having 50 kg weight, then we feed them 5 kg. But this 5 kg, we are not talking in terms of dry matter. We are talking in general term that we do a calculation of 70-30 ratio, 70% green fodder or 80% green fodder, rest of the dry fodder. Okay, so if you go by that method and you told me about the Omani goats, then for 100 goats, you will hardly require 300-400 kg unit per day. So per day, you will require 300 to 400 kg every day. And definitely you have to manage some hay also for that dry fodder. And according to the conversion ratio, I had done some work on that. On the Indian currency, I had converted in your currency, 500 kg unit, it will cost you approximately 2000 reals approximately. And also it may be go on the lower side also or on the higher side. It depends what type of housing you're going to make, the economical housing we are going to build for that. We have to case study about the water, quality of the water or the climate. Now, Mr. In your areas, in your country, there are a few areas where the temperature is 28 to 30 degrees Celsius. So in such areas, if somebody is planning to grow maize fodder, you will not require cooling system also, because few part in your country, they are on the lower side. Okay, in such areas, the cost will be on the lower side, but in some areas, if the temperature is on 35, 40, 45 degrees Celsius, then we will require cooling systems also. There are two types of cooling system we use. We use fan pad cooling system also. The one of the project which I saw in Alain 10 years back in Alain, I had saw this project in Alain area. They were running this system on fan pad cooling system. So they are not using air conditions. But if somebody is planning to grow barley fodder, definitely we have to maintain a temperature of 23, 24 degrees Celsius. So we will require some air conditioned cooling system. So definitely for going for 300 kg unit, you will cost approximately 2000 reals, correct? Yes.
Yeah. So what is the lowest temperature it can endure?
Lowest temperature, if the lowest temperature area, if the area is having 25 degree to 30 degrees Celsius, no need to use air conditions to grow maize fodder. But if you're planning to grow barley green fodder, then definitely we have to maintain a temperature of 25 degrees Celsius. So that is a little bit challenging, but the data which you had given me yesterday, that if you're going to use 2-ton AC for 30 square feet meter and 15 real approximately the cost you told me, then it is not a big challenge to grow this green fodder. Now, the cost which I had calculated, which I told you previously, it will be approximately 100 to 125 days in that case.
Okay. Thank you. Mahmoud, تريد تسأل? Mahmoud, do you like to ask something?
Sir, this is the maize from
just a moment, please. Just a moment. Let me ask.
No.
Mahmoud.
I don't have any questions. I don't have, but it's a very interesting subject, and I'm learning something really.
Okay.
I'm learning something.
Thank you.
Thank you.
But you said the cost of 2,000 reals.
Yeah.
That only the cost of the equipment. It doesn't include the cost of the structure, I think.
No, I had included
that will be additional
also.
Cost.
I had included that also. Approximate.
Even
cost.
a structure.
Yeah, it may cost you 2,000 to 2,500 approximately.
That's
I had done simple calculation of conversion of
goats,
Indian currency. Yeah. For 100 goats,
now I have to buy goats.
Yeah, if you're planning
Do
for
you
100
have any
goats,
goat for sale?
You need Rajasthani goats, yeah.
Maybe Mr. Hussein wants to add something.
Hussein Ashik,
yes.
Ashik Hussein, yeah.
This is the maize from Brazil. This is a maize from Brazil, and the moisture content is less than 30%. That is recommended by Ashwin sir. Okay, the fantastic result, and this is And you can all of you are invited. Once my plant is open, anybody can come and visit come and see the live project on behalf of Ashwin sir. So I am taking all the guidance from him. So you can come and see what is happening there, and I'll show you all the process in the permission of Ashwin sir. This is my word from my
side. Thank you. Thank you. Mr. Dita, you have any question? Dita? Mr. Dita?
Gone maybe. Yeah.
Mr. Khalil, Mr. Muhammad Khalil? Muhammad Khalil from Glasgow. You have any question? No, they disappeared. Okay, back to Reham maybe.
Yeah, I think we have covered most of the questions or all the questions. Is there any question before we end our session for today? Mr. Haji, would you like to summarize and so we can close the session?
Thank you very much. I think you gave us quite useful information about hydroponic. No doubt, you know, if the whole world is going towards hydroponic and aquaponic and aeroponic, I think we should be going in the same directions. And like I said in the beginning, Oman is one of the, you know, we depend on the importing our meat, whether it's cattle or goats or frozen coming from outside. Maybe, you know, with this technology, if properly people are trained, which is very easy. And as you said, you know, a lot of illiterate people are doing this kind of business. And I came across these people in India, and a lot of people with little amount of money or small space, keeping 100, 200 goats, buffaloes, or cows, and making very good business out of it. I also remember that you know, some of these goats breeds you know, grown, and they have special customers, special market, you know, for seasons like Eid and Hajj time, and people book in advance. There is no shortage of animals in India, but it shows, you know, that because the quality is very good and people are very much interested in, you know, getting the best. In Oman here, most of us have space. You know, the smallest house is 600 square meter yard. The compounds, and many houses are 1,000 to 2,000. In the outskirts, people have farms, 2 hectares, 3 hectares, and the smallest is maybe 2,000 or 3,000. So I think it's possible to do miracles here with this technology. We just need someone to drive it properly and train our people properly. I think Jaya Surya is based here in Muscat, and one part I didn't mention that he said they're also interested in vegetables. You would be surprised to know that they are growing grapes in Muscat. You know, they showed me actually, and strawberries in Muscat. So this technology can do wonders actually. If you have controlled rooms, you can do wonders. So Mr. Sawant, for this beautiful presentations. I think your name and address and contacts are with me, and also with the Majlis Khonji. Anybody interested in further consultation, or we also have Jaya Surya here in Muscat. By the way, there is a shop in near the Wadi Ade roundabout, and Jaya Surya knows about it. I met him there. They sell small parts of hydroponics for small scale and you know, hobby makers. Thank you very much once again, and thank you for, you know, coming tonight and talking to us despite your you know, the problems you have been through 20, 30 days ago. And thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Haji. Thank you all for joining us tonight. It was very informative session. We would like just to remind you with our next session in 2 days from today, next Thursday. So it's another light medical and health conversation with Dr. Pratiksha from India, and she will be talking about a very interesting subject, staying scar-free without surgeries. So she will be covering how you can prevent heart attacks and how you can avoid open heart surgeries, and more. So join us on Thursday. We see you at 8 p.m. Thank you very much and have a lovely night. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you all of
Thank you.
you.
Thank you all.